Yeah. So, okay. So now that we go on the energy thing, I can go for a bit because this is something
Okay.
that I get very animated about. So,
Okay.
first of all, people just typically don't understand how energy consumption works, or energy production, storage, or lack of storage, and consumption works. So, basically, the vast majority of unused energy is dumped into the ground and wasted today. That's number one. Number two is if you look at the unit economics of Bitcoin mining, it has to tend to zero cost of fractional like energy, basically of residual energy. And the reason for that is just that it's just not going to be profitable for miners to use expensive energy. And it turns out that renewables are actually where the action is, because you can actually go and use the energy that is actually going to be unused at a specific time, or you can go and help fund a new renewable plant that will take a decade to be connected to the grid. And so the whole narrative is upside down. It's actually Bitcoin will probably prove to be the best accelerant to renewable energy adoption in the world. And the label is exactly the opposite. So I feel like we need to do a better job at explaining this. And I think that there's a political interest in accepting the mainstream narrative that it's bad for energy. But there's also another aspect of it which is interesting, which is we need to do a better job at explaining what real problem it solves for the world and people in the world. It's hard in America because people have bank accounts denominated in dollars, and they feel like they don't have problems with payments. But that's a very US centric view of the world. And there's no global version of that. And I feel like if you don't believe that Bitcoin is solving problems, then whatever energy you spend on it is pointless. Right? No one argues that Amazon is spending a ton of energy to power AWS, or that Google does that with Google Cloud, or anyone else, right? So the same should be true for Bitcoin, only that it's actually better for renewable energy and for the environment, because it incentivizes adoption of better sources of power. And on the other side, it solves real world problems by enabling a truly decentralized form of digital store of value and better payments now with Lightning. And I think we need to do a better job at explaining